So imagine this, a $1 billion AI company, Firefly's AI. It all started with the two founders just sitting silently on mute in their customer Zoom calls.
Yeah, completely silent. For months, just manually typing notes and pretending to be an AI assistant that they named Fred.
Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're looking at the sources and, cutting through the hype to see what people are really paying for.
And where the real power is actually building up.
Our mission is to understand the difference between, let's call it, the business of illusion and the reality of infrastructure.
It's a really fascinating tension. So today we're going to unpack three key things. First, that legendary fake it till you make it story and what it teaches us.
Then we'll look at the total chaos at the intersection of ethics, law, and just the sheer speed of AI right now.
And finally, we'll get into Google's huge kind of quiet move to own global climate intelligence.
Let's start with that illusion.
Yeah, let's do it.
The Firefly's AI story is already becoming a legend in Silicon Valley. I mean, they claim to have 75% of Fortune 500 countries as users.
But it was all built on this brilliant deception, really.
Mm-hmm.
If you go back to 2017, the AI models just weren't good enough. They couldn't reliably summarize a complex business meeting, so they decided to just act it out first.
So when a customer booked a meeting and asked Fred the AI to join, Fred was actually one of the co-founders,
Yeah.
Sam Udutong or Krish Ramini.
Exactly. They'd just join the call, mute their mic, and then furiously hand-type everything. Notes, action items, key decisions, the works.
And 10 minutes after the meeting, a perfect, polished summary just lands in the customer's inbox.
For $100 a month, and nobody knew it was a person.
That is the absolute textbook definition of finding product market fit before you automate.
Right. They didn't spend millions building something they hoped would work.
They learned exactly what a valuable summary looked like, and then they wrote the code.
And it paid off. I mean, Fireflies is a unicorn now, valued over $1 billion. But what's really surprising is what Udutong admitted.
What's that?
He said even after they started automating, a lot of their early enterprise users kind of knew a human was still in the loop sometimes for quality control.
And they paid anyway.
They paid anyway because they just wanted the reliable outcome.
You know, it's funny. I still wrestle with prompt drift myself when I'm building new agents.
All the time.
It's that thing where the AI just, slowly starts to ignore your original instructions over time.
Yeah, it wanders.
And it makes you realize building the real AI
Yeah.
it's so much harder than just proving the value first.
It really makes you ask, what are people truly paying for in this whole AI economy? Is it the cool tech, or is it just a dependable solution?
Users buy reliable outcomes.
Mm-hmm.
The back-end tech is often totally secondary to that result.
Which brings us right into all the friction that this speed is creating.
Mm-hmm.
The innovation is just running so far ahead of our ability to, govern it, and the headlines are getting chaotic.
Oh, completely. You saw the hype around Gemini 3, right?
The memes were everywhere, OpenAI is finished, that kind of thing.
That kind of fever pitch is the baseline now.
And the corporate strategy has to keep up with it. You see Satya Nadella at Microsoft talking about getting 7-year access to OpenAI's IP.
That's not just a partnership.
No, it's an admission. It's saying this foundational layer is critical and it is shifting under our feet fast.
But the ethical fallout from all this speed it's pretty profound.
Yeah.
We saw that app, backed by the Disney actor Callum Worthy, that lets you chat with the dead.
Ugh, it's pure Black Mirror. The backlash was immediate. People called it vile, just exploiting grief.
And then there are the legal stakes, which are just skyrocketing.
Tell me about it.
There was that report about the man in Ontario who says he had a 3-week psychotic episode because of his talks with ChatGPT.
And he's not alone, right? He's joining other lawsuits.
7 others. And they're accusing the model of something called dangerous overvalidation.
That's a term we should probably define. It's not just about the AI line.
No, it's more specific. Dangerous overvalidation is when the model agrees with and reinforces a user's delusions or false ideas.
So it lends them a kind of credibility they shouldn't have.
Exactly. It's a really complex legal mess.
And yet the money just keeps pouring in. Sakana AI, which is building models specifically for Japan, just raised $135 million.
And that's from big U.S. venture firms and MUFG.
The Mitsubishi UFJ Financial Group, yeah, one of Japan's biggest banks. The investment world is not hitting pause.
So as this tech pushes into really sensitive areas, like grief, like mental health,
Yeah.
are we just prioritizing speed over safety?
It really feels like the legal and ethical guardrails are struggling to keep pace with deployment.
Let's shift gears a bit to the updates that don't really make the big headlines.
Okay.
The reaction to GPT 5.1 was kind of quiet.
Yeah.
A lot of people were expecting this huge leap like a GPT 6, and this didn't feel like that.
Right, because it's incremental progress. But if you
Right.
actually use it a lot, the difference is real. It's just subtle.
It's not about new features then.
No, it's about usability. I don't know, it's friendlier, a bit more human. It's just easier to chat with.
So what does that more conscious feeling actually mean in practice?
It means it follows complex instructions better. It sticks to the prompt. And crucially, it holds the context of a conversation for way longer.
So it's not a sudden breakthrough. It's just these small refinements.
That make it much better for your daily workflow.
So why does that kind of marginal usability improvement matter more in the long run than some big, flashy breakthrough?
Smoother experiences drive high volume, long-term daily adoption and integration.
Now let's look at the other side of this, the infrastructure side,
The big plays.
the big plays. We're talking about a massive but quiet move from Google. They just made their new AI weather model, WeatherNext 2, public across all their platforms.
And this thing is an absolute powerhouse. It's 8 times faster than their old model.
8 times.
Yeah. It gives you hourly accuracy and forecasts up to 15 days out. For critical planning, that speed is a game changer.
And the tech behind it is just, it's extraordinary.
It predicts 99.9% of variables better. Wind, temperature, humidity, you name it. And it can simulate hundreds of possible weather outcomes from one starting point.
It's like stacking Lego blocks of data, just incredibly fast.
And look where they've put it. It's in search. It's on Pixel phones. It's in Maps. It's in Gemini Chat.
And it's in Earth Engine and BigQuery for the serious enterprise users.
They are embedding themselves as the default climate intelligence layer for the world.
Whoa, hold on a
Uh-huh.
second. Just imagine scaling that precise hourly prediction for 1 billion queries
Globally.
every single day. That's not just a weather app anyway.
Yeah.
You're owning the foundational climate data layer for global planning.
And here's the business part. That kind of capability just a year ago would have cost an enterprise $10,000 a month for a custom model.
10,000 a month.
Yeah. And Google is doing it so efficiently because of their TPU stack, their tensor processing units. It gives them this huge lead over competitors.
So if Google is providing this insane speed and accuracy for basically free in their services, what's the major incentive for them?
They make their AI a foundational, indispensable dependency for web planning.
We've covered a huge spectrum today. You got this tension between, faking the function to find the perfect market fit, like that Firefly story.
And then you have using colossal infrastructure to become the default standard for everyone, like Google with WeatherNext 2.
Right.
And I think the key takeaway for you listening is to always focus on the problem being solved.
Mm-hmm.
Whether that solution comes from a human pretending to be Fred the AI or from a super refined model like 5.1, the reliable outcome is what people are actually buying.
It really makes you think, though, that Firefly story. I mean, how many services are you paying for right now where there might just be a clever person in the loop?
Making sure it actually works.
Exactly. So what are you really paying for? The tech? Or just the trust that it'll get done?
And the next time you're using an AI, think about those small incremental changes we talked about with 5.1. How do they affect your workflow?
Because those little refinements are often what makes a tool indispensable instead of just another novelty.
Sure.
Thank you for joining us for this deep dive into the business of illusion and the reality of infrastructure.